Hey everybody, Zero Senpai here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Reincarnated as a Slime episode, 10 of season 2. And just to jump right into the start off, the episode starts with us seeing Shuna, Mulan, Yom and his gang, the Cabal trio, in the plaza, making the barrier and guarding all the bodies that are there. Every single one of them, making sure nothing happens to them, And then we see our homies, the monsters, the whole entire shebang, going to all the camps that are guarding the crystals. We then cut to Rimuru in the sky, looking down at the camps, and, we know how he feels. And then we go to the camps and see the soldiers talking trash, like, oh, the monsters are babes and stuff, and it's first come, first serve, and they can't wait to take the treasure, crap, piece of crap soldiers would say. We see the head knight. Oops. I hate the guy. we all hate him. Reprimand the trash lord runs, and then we get to see the scene where the king, he's sleeping on the battlefield when they're at war. Yeah, it's not gonna go well with all of them. And we then see Rimuru's guy talking about what he said last episode, where these are the guys that killed Shion and everyone else, the 100 citizens of Tempest. And right now, there's no need to ask for forgiveness or anything. Tell him, I'm sorry, this happens. Nope. Because at the end of the day, they're going to be Rimuru's nourishment, his food to evolve into a demon lord. And food they shall be. We start with Benimaru going to the camp alone, like a badass. But Light Novel goes in more detail of this. In the anime, just shoot, everyone's dead. And Light Novel is just a little bit more details, a little bit more cool exposition of how cool this man is. And basically, it also talks about how strong the people are. They're not just paper, as we saw. There's a bit over 100 knights, each one B rank a plus threat. And this is for every company guarding the crystals. Every single one. So they're a big deal. They're way above the average adventurers. Especially because they train religiously for their church. And then they don't get complacent. That means that no matter how much they train, no matter how strong they get, they will keep training forever and ever just to defend their ideals of the church. However, as we saw, they don't give a crap. He's just like, okay. And he eviscerates them. He destroys them. There's no mercy in what Bernardo is giving to them. He literally goes to the camp, and before anyone even knows what's happening, he kills them. Incinerates them completely. The only one who could know was the head captain in that camp. Basically, not the head captain, but the leader of that group. And he's like, what? They didn't tell us about this. And then, boom, dead as well. In the light novel as well, we then go to Gabiru and his men going to destroy camp, but not before. I love Gabiru and his henchmen and his minions and whatnot. They're perfect and whatnot. Basically, his entire time before all this happened, he was hoping that his potion making will put him in a position of government, basically, because as we know at this moment, Gabiru isn't one of the administrators. He's not one of the executives at the top, like Benimaru, Shion, Shuna, and all those people. He's just he's not a grunt per se, but he's if they're the managers, he's more like the assistant manager, supervisor, and that he was hoping with his potion making that he'd be appointed to a government position and whatnot. But then this distraction happened, and it's outrageous for these minions to get in his way and whatnot. And he has a bunch of yes men, a bunch of homies that he's backing on there. Everyone's like, yeah, man, yeah, girl, you should be basking fruits of your labors and everything. And this makes Gabriel be like, yeah, I should be, man, I should be. And then it's let's show them what dragons are capable of when I do a war cry. And then it's and then we see Sokka and others not Sokka, but we see other the henchmen there's talking about yeah, this is why Sokka and everyone else, his sister that turned into a humanoid form, that one. And that's one yeah, this is why they make fun of you. and whatnot. So they all go to the camp, and as we saw, they kill everyone. They beat them right then and there, like this. They're using the 3 different breaths of fire, ice, and air, and that just causes Knights to start falling apart. Like the moment those 3 breaths come in, Knights are like, all right, I'm dead. That's it. And they all get destroyed. And even when he comes down, the captain, like one of the captains in that group, Gabriel destroys him, and even destroys their morale even more. And everyone's like, okay, that's it. All easy pickings for us. We then go to Soe, and as we saw in the anime, Soe is just a badass. That's it. No words. And basically the anime Lino, spot on. He just comes in, wraps them on wires, and kills them instantly. Shreds them to ribbons, like nothing can stop them basically. And Soe talks about like how Rimuru is right, and the fact that the other worlders, those trash, big trash, are at the West Barrier crystal locations, and he mentions that who really is the lucky one, since after seeing Hakuro's face, he's grateful that he doesn't have to face Hakuro in that state, and that it was nothing short of blood curdling and whatnot. So we already know what's going to happen. We get to the scene where Shogo is complaining that no one has left the city, and basically at this point, all the Bellman citizens, all the human citizens at this point, should have left by now. And they were gonna, kill them. Like, because they're pieces of crap. Like, all the merchants and citizens, they were supposed to leave. And basically just right here, basically at this point, in order to protect the human residents and merchants leaving to get to a safe area, normally they would have to take the road where Shogo and that farmer's army is at. And if they did take that road, the farmers were going to kill them, and they're going to be like, oh my god, the monsters killed the human residents, keeping only the monsters alive, trying to falsely accuse them. However, to circumvent this issue, Remo uses his teleport or spatial movement to transport all Bellman citizens, residents, merchants, whatever you want to call them, Tempest citizens as well, and Tempest merchants, to Bellman itself. Like, basically, instant transmission from GT, where right before the planet blows up, Goku instant transmits everyone to the spaceship. Remo does basically something similar. He opens a portal, they all walk in, and then they walk out. Oh look, it's Bellman, it's the kingdom. So they didn't have to go through that dangerous area and whatnot. However, normally people think, oh, of course, then why didn't the Farmer's Army think about this? Why didn't they think about he has teleporting? The reason the Farmer's Army doesn't think about this is because it has never been done before. Usually teleport skills have a high concentration of magic skills that would kill an average human. But Rimuru, being Rimuru with Great Sage, tweaked his skills and made a new mode of spatial movement that lowers the concentrations of magic skills while keeping the effectiveness as high as possible. This allows him to transfer every single person safely to Bellman and whatnot. And discreetly. We also learned that Shogo is the immortal piece of crap because the mission is just to lock down a highway, but he wants to massacre all the adventurers, merchants, and citizens. Like, just innocent people trying to escape, People that don't want to be in this battle. People that, of course, they're sad about the monster neighbors dying, but they're regular people, They don't want to be part of any war. No one wants to be part of war. And Shogo just wants to go and kill them because he just gets stronger every time he kills someone. And, that's a crap reason regardless, because it's like, you're killing innocent people just so you get a little bit stronger. Like, come on. It's dumb. Kyoya is also acting maniacally since he's also crazy. He talks about how he loves cutting people and slashing them and everything. He loves the feeling of it, and I can't wait to do it again. And it's like, yeah, bro, calm down. And next, we get to part anime where they call out the monsters that are arriving. And I think number 4 is like, 4? They should have brought more and whatnot. And we see the boys themselves, the homies, the kings, We see Geld go up that. Rieger and Hakuro walk into the 2 puny, otherwise menacingly, right when they jump down to confront them. We didn't see, they got murked, bro. Gopta and Ryur go and start raining hell on the enemies. Basically, in the light novel, Gopta starts shooting his case cannon strikes, which go faster than the speed of sound. So fast, it obliterates groups of knights entirely around them. This turned into Ryur and Gopta working together in the anime, and then it leads to Geld using his earthquake stomp, which knocks all the knights over, leaving Gopta and Ryur enough time to just finish them off on the 4 defenses. Like, they just came in, slit throat, and they're done. But then we see, of course, Shogun remarks how happy that people are dying around him, since he realizes now just people can die around him, and he gets stronger because of that. He doesn't have to kill them anymore. He realizes, oh crap, as long as people die around me, I can get stronger, which is pretty dumb OP ability when you think about it. But yeah. And Geld goes and confronts Shogun, and Gotha tells him, avenge Gobzo. And after this part falls closely with the night novel, honestly. And get more details, basically. Then, after this, we go to Toya, confronts Hakuro, acting boastful, and he's like mocking Hakuro, saying he should have tucked his tail between his legs and fled when he could so he could live a little longer. And after that, they talk trash between each other and stuff. Toya tries to slash Hakuro, but Hakuro's like, ding, you good? I thought we were being serious here. Toya then gets mad, like, quit acting like the boss, since you couldn't fight back before, I'm pretty sure you can't do it again. And Hakuro's like saying, like, I've seen your technique now, and I know every single way to counter it. Like, come on, try something new. Toya proceeds to attack with the skills of one, but Hakuro keeps, blocking, ding, 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 ding. That's it. Toya's like, you know what, let me use my trump card, accelerating his mental process as fast as possible. It was like so fast, it's like it can't keep up with his body at that point. He's like, okay, this happened, let me come up and kill him, make a plan. But Hakuro comes up to it. At this point, Toya is like in a state of perpetual like what's that thing? It's like if you watch Bleach, when Sazepero does like trying to fight like Iryu and Renji, and Mayuri comes out of nowhere and injects him with a steroid that makes his mind go so fast that everything goes slow, that like everything around him is like at a turtle's pace. This is exactly the same thing happened with Toya. Everything around him is going like, if I drop, let's say, my controller on the floor, to us it's like this, but to Toya, it's taking years just for it to go down 1 millimeter. Years and years and years. And Toya is stuck in this state because Hakuro comes out of nowhere and beheads him. His head's flying across the air, and then gouges his heart out. And since his exertion didn't wear off, his mind will be in that state, that catatonic state of just in frozen time for at least a few years. And to us, he's dead right there. He's dead. But to him, it's torture. Because basically, the blade going to cut his head off is like going like this at that point. So slow that he's begging for it to kill him. And that's the end of him. That is the end of Toya. Good riddance. Shogo is fighting Gel and like talking trash, saying if Gel was a true man, he would fight barehanded. But Gel's like, why would I fight barehanded when this is war? Where we're supposed to use everything we can to win and whatnot. Toya proceeds to destroy the shield that he's using, and Gel's like, okay, takes out another one, and Toya's like, come on, man, and Gel's kicking his ass, using his rotting to rot his body, injure him insanely, and like putting the fear of God in him. That it's exactly what happened. Because then we see Shogo runs off to find some safety and to find out, how can I get stronger? How can I do this? And then he comes with the, like, when you think these people can't go any lower, they go, it's like Minecraft. They're like, okay, you know what? I'm at obsidian, I can't go any lower because I only have like a stone pickaxe. And then you see the guy next to him like, bet. And he's at bedrock right now. That's how low he's gone, because now he goes to get his idea to kill Kirara and get stronger. And like, in the anime, we don't really care about these people because they're monsters, To us, the viewer, we are on Rimru's side, Tempest's side. You know, like, oh, how can these people kill these innocent people and whatnot and everything? How could they do this? They're just like living peacefully and whatnot. But the line goes in more detail, more trying to talk about like how these people are. An example here is Kirara. In the light down part about this, we show that to Kirara in her mind, this is all a bad dream. And I know some people might be like, oh, but it's easy kind of whatnot. But imagine this: you're going home from school, or like going home from work. You have your mom, dad, boyfriend, wife, daughter, son, whatever it is you have, waiting for you at home. And if you don't have any of them, you have your dog, someone you care about, waiting for you at home. And next thing you know, you wake up in this new world that's, one, primitive compared to where you are now, where you lived before in advanced Japan, advanced United States, where you're now a slave to a wizard, because they're basically slaves. They can't do anything without the wizard Rasen's permission. And everything that she's done, all the crimes and murders she's committed, she talks about how, like, if this is all real, then she would have mind broken. She would have been like, this can't be happening. I can't believe I killed those people. I can't believe I did all this. And the saddest part about this is that this entire time she thinks it's a dream, that when Rasen sends them back, she'll wake up and, oh my god, that was a dream, you know. But it sucks, because in her final moments, as we saw in the anime, she now realizes, like, oh crap, this isn't a dream anymore. This is life, and it's over. Shogo goes and starts strangling her, and she's there, like, her life flashes behind her. Her mom, her boyfriend, her friends, everyone she's gonna miss forever. And as bad things they did, it's sad. At least for her. Shogo, he can go die in a dish where I like her. But for her, yeah, it sucks, you know? And she dies. And this pisses Geld off, because as we see, Geld cares about everyone in his family. All thousands of orcs. He doesn't care, like, young, old, big or small. He doesn't care. He loves you. If you're an orc from, like, his clan, he'll love you forever. Like, guaranteed, no matter what. And so, basically, like he says, Shogo did something that is below level Traff, and that he deserves no warrior pity at all. Pardon me. And that he will get the worst treatment imaginable. And sadly, Shogo recovered and gained a new ability from killing Kirara, which is regeneration, basically. No matter how much times he gets hit, or he's regenerated and stuff. Shogo is boasting his power, like, oh my god, I have regeneration, and then attacks, but he gets the soul being out of him, because he's like, oh, please don't, please don't. It's like, shut yo, I can't say the word, it's wrong, but, you know, shut your ass up, and then gets curbs on. Like, he's done. Shogo is then saved by Rasen, the wizard, the Gandalf, as you would call him, or whatever, the strongest wizard in the planet or something, who came by, check on all his stats. Well, he's like, he comes by, like, let me see how these guys are doing. Oh crap, everyone's dead. Yikes. And so he goes and takes Shogo away, teleports away, with Hakuto warning, like, don't go do it. He has a trap. And Rasen's like, oh, okay. I see that you can see it now. And Hakuto's like, before you leave, I hope you know, you have angered the one person in this entire planet you should have angered, and I hope you're ready for it. Ron's like, yeah, okay, it's just a slime. What is he gonna do? Then we learned the bear's taken care of, and now Rimuru goes ready to unleash his wrath upon these soldiers and whatnot. And quick thing I missed, basically the trap magic he had was automatic nuclear strike magic, which is one of the automatic nuclear strike magic, which is one of the strongest magics out there and whatnot. Like, it's a nuclear. Come on. You can't be nuclear fission. Until now. We then go to a scene where Rasen destroys Shogo's soul and takes over his body, getting all the skills, everything that Shogo had. A little broken, you know, they can just Orochimaru his way into other bodies, but, you know, it is how it is. And he talks to Folk, and they both start to make fun of the otherworlders and how misinformed they were and how dumb they were to think that they were strongest in the world. Yeah, we know they're pieces of crap, but they're getting the justice turns out. And the light novel mentions that this is the crux of the problem with Pharmas, and that it wasn't just the Otherworlders, but the Summers as well, who were so egotistical, assuming by birthright that they were strongest, that they were the strongest out there, when we all know that's not the case. We have Milam. That's the best example I can give. Milam, Ladora, Carrion, all these different people. Stronger than if they wanted, they could burn Pharmas to the ground if they wanted to. They just haven't because they don't care enough, you know? And after this, light novel and anime are pretty close here, since we just see Rasen acting for himself. It's like, man, I've got this young body with, like, Berserker, with regeneration, saying, like, I could beat Gel and Hakurov easy. I can even beat a Demon Lord. Cap. In the light novel, we get a monologue from Rimuru about how the nightmares for Pharmas will now begin, and how this legion of troops marching hung under him was just nothing but sacrifices to feed upon for his evolution. And now, normally in war, you give an indication of attack, you know? But these guys already declared war. There's no mercy. Nothing. And they declared war, so they are ready to die for their cause. But to Rimuru, this wasn't a war. Because to Rimuru, he's just going to consume each and every single one of these soldiers, leaving nothing left. Rimuru says, this human garbage to wreck my territory should enjoy the honor of helping with his evolution before dying. It's pretty dark, but it's pretty badass. Rimuru gets the thought communication from Benimaru, informing him that all magical devices were destroyed, and Haku, of course, warns him, of course, of the dangerous sorcerer. But it doesn't matter, since Rimuru will take care of him along with the rest. Rimuru sets an anti-magic area which was 30 miles in diameter, but it's not for them to, like, not use magic to attack them. It's just to prevent no one from fleeing using teleport. Rimuru sets water drops everywhere, which refracts a laser type beam from the sun that kills everyone in the camp easily with no mercy. And in the anime, yeah, I want a little bit more details, but I'll probably go into the next video when we see the actual massacre. But yeah, that was episode 10 of season 2, part 1. And honestly, like, I love this season. It's very good so far. Sure, they skipped some stuff, but it's great. The massacre that's gonna happen is amazing. And yeah, that's it for today. At least for now. You know, this has been Zero Senpai. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you have anything to say, anything you want to recommend, comment down below. And if you want to see more videos, subscribe. I really appreciate it, whatnot. And this is Zero Senpai. Hope everyone has a great day, great night, great morning, wherever you are. I hope you have a great one. And this is it. Goodbye.